equipment, we comes and we tune in, sit right down and then dive in. A bunch of guys who play with wood, cut and sand and rub it good. Hammer it well, blows that smell, chips and trams, snooks and more. A bunch of guys who play with wood, cut and sand it and rub it good. Shave and spray when men go play, it's time again for Woody Wednesday.
Hey everybody, welcome.
Howdy.
So far it's just AK and I saw that Tim was in the comments. So I'm guessing Keith will show up eventually. Keith, I'm not sure what's going on with Keith. I know he had a work thing last night. That's why I did a 4-hour stream, and I'll tell you what, building with Legos for 4 hours is not bad, but oh, a 4-hour stream can drain you. Not sure where Howard is, and Donnie, I'm guessing, is on mandatory overtime. Did I miss anybody?
Alec's working.
Yeah, Alec's working, and I believe that Dawn is planning on taking a break from YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting time of the year. So you got me and you got AK. So I'm going to make you big, AK.
All right. Well,
what you doing?
Since we last met last week, I have created these vents tops for my cabin. Each one of these took 2 hours. Did this one here as well. And I also did my walkways into the poop deck cabin. Those took me an hour apiece. And to remind everyone, nothing so far on the deck is how the kit itself called for it. I have totally scratch built all the furniture on the deck so far. And I have also, this is the rudder it came with, just a piece of plywood. I took some mahogany, and as you can see, I cut it down in little sections and glued them together, and then modeled it after that. So this is the rudder.
Oh, nice. At first, I thought that was you planked it, but that's actually
no,
separate sections.
Planked. Right, it's actually sections. Yeah, it's sections.
Wow.
Glued together.
That's cool.
So, yeah, that's one of the things I'll be working on tonight is trying to get the rudder put into place.
Very cool.
A hunt for some parts. And I also sanded the outer planking today. So you can't tell how smooth it is. You know, you feel it, but
yeah,
it's all done. I need to put my tongue oil on it now. And
so you worked on the hardest part of the model,
I guess. there's still some more stuff to put on. You know, the steering wheel and cap stands and that stuff.
For me, planking it's not rocket science. It's not impossible, but it intimidates me.
It's patience.
Yes.
That's all. Just need some patience. If you don't have patience, don't even try it.
Yeah. So I will be starting working on the Istanbul Tram. Not sure how much I'm going to do. My plan is to get all the lights up on top. Include all these lights need to be wired still in resistored, and best laid plans of mice and men. You know, this is called planning ahead. I've put all this stuff on the top. I have never put resistors or power to the headlights. So I still have to put resistors on the bottom, and I pretty much decided. I was talking about going up overhead to the to the pantograph and doing the wiring, maybe putting positive on the top, negative on the bottom. No, I'm going to run all the wires up from the bottom, just like I have before.
Okay.
But tonight
I've not built one yet, so I don't know
The
Which one way is better than the other?
Actually, I did not do a video series on it. I just did it on live streams. If you look at my no, I don't have any videos at all. Sometime, like, I don't know, next Tuesday, message me and remind me to bring the Lisbon Tram down from upstairs, because I can walk you through that one. That one was a lot of fun.
I'll try to remember.
Yeah. Well, the coolest thing about that one is that the conductor on the Lisbon Tram, because it is populated, it has people inside of it, and the conductor is Goofy.
Oh, nice.
There's actually a Goofy inside of it that is at the driver's position.
And I apologize, Tim. Hello. I didn't have on StreamYards, you can have there's a people in the comments area, and I didn't have the comments section open, so I apologize for not saying hello.
Well, so far, Tim is the only one. Let's see. I didn't bring up. I forgot to bring up the. Oh wait, I did bring it up. But it's just. I'm rambling. Can you tell?
Yeah.
I have the studio up in another window, and I had that window on the same screen. Usually I have StreamYard up here, and over there on the other monitor I have the studio. And
hey,
Stephen Haynes is here. Howdy, welcome. So, and just in case everybody who is not does not, I keep being a commercial for YouTube Premium. Everybody who's not on YouTube Premium should get hit with commercials tonight. I believe they are skippable though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have had YouTube Premium for years, so specifically it was because of ads.
I think I've had it for at least 16 years now.
Yeah.
And then quite recently I moved to the family plan because I realized you couldn't share it. And my wife was always listening to commercials. So this is ridiculous. I just spend another $6 a month and you could be commercial free as well.
Yep. That's exactly, when I first went YouTube Premium, I was like, I'm just going to get, I'm going to get the family plan because that way all of us are commercial free. Plus, it has the bonus of YouTube Music. I enjoy my YouTube Music.
I don't use YouTube Music. I use Pandora. Hopefully, I can get you a ding for me saying that on here.
That shouldn't be any problem. I used to use Pandora right up until they went commercial. When I had to start paying or getting commercials in my music, I was like, yeah, it's time to fix that.
But I've got the Pandora where I can share with 5 other people. So
so you've got
lounge. Yeah, my cigar lounge has one of the accounts. You could tell I like my cigar lounge.
Yeah.
I'm building them a ship.
And to be honest, I had never heard of a cigar lounge until I met you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, there are different types of cigar lounges. They're the kind that they want you to spend money and get a locker and pay them $1,200 a month so you can leave cigars in a locker and be considered a special member. Special member.
Wow.
You can sit where just regular customers don't get to sit. And then you got the cigar lounge like I go to. It's wide open. It's very big. The lockers are free. They don't have humidors. If you want to keep cigars in your locker, you have to have your own little humidor that'll fit. It's like a gym locker.
Yeah.
It's a BYOB place. You can bring whatever you want in. If you want to leave something there, they got a place for you to leave the bottle for anyone who wants to take it, or you can keep it in your locker. They give away free drinks. As long as you buy a cigar, you get a free drink. a Coke or water or coffee or something, and there's actually a spot at the lounge. It's called the Chair of Knowledge. That's the chair I sit in. They called it the Chair of Knowledge because, as you can tell when I do the trivia stuff, I'm pretty quick in knowing a lot of the stuff. So I share my wealth of knowledge at the cigar lounge.
Yeah.
But it's a nice hangout. You know, you go and have a cigars, maybe two, and it's called Fort Worth 1849 Cigar Shop. 1849 was the year the city of Fort Worth, the year the fort was built. The city came later.
Yeah.
So he got its name from that. So it's kind of got a little bit of a Western theme to it. But he also has a corner that's strictly military stuff.
Oh, nice.
Former military, current military, badges, pictures of you in the military. He's got a whole wall for that. And it is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a great place to hang out. Even if you're not a cigar smoker, cool. If you can handle the cigar smoke, it's a good place to hang out. Yeah, give him a free plug.
I have smoked cigars, but not in the last 10, 15 years. It's one of these things of when I quit smoking cigarettes, I quit smoking pretty much everything.
Sure.
And I've just switched over to the other bench because this is where my soldering iron is. It's right over. Hang on. Oh, I'm watching on YouTube, and I'm like, why am I not doing? I also played a little bit with the lighting, trying to get the banding from the LEDs to go away.
Okay.
Yeah, that. You know, on my screen, it's going like it's coming down like this. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out where there. It's coming down like this, or actually across like this, I guess, because it's a sideways view. But it's coming down slowly. I hate it, but it's because the LEDs actually do not. They're not solid lights; they flash.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've got these little disc lamps like this.
Yeah.
And our LEDs, and there's 3 different levels you can click on. They're also battery, so if I want to unplug it, I can. So they're great when the power goes out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, I've got. Let's see. In this room, I have 10 separate lights. 11 if you count the other bench. I've got all kinds of lights I can turn on. Yeah. It just is never quite bright enough for everything. And none of them are incandescent. So, with LEDs, the goal is to get enough LEDs going that you catch up with the timing of the camera so that you no longer have the banding. It doesn't always work.
Gary, I'm thinking I might have to build the things for the rudder, and I just remembered they've already done that for me. I don't have to build that.
Very cool.
Oh, I was not looking forward to having to do that and trying to drill a hole in metal.
I understand. I mean, you've seen these lights, right?
Yeah.
You know those are solid metal.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the area where I've got the red in there, that is UV resin, and I broke that one loose again. That's UV resin, but I had to, after drilling a small hole through, I had to auger it out to get it to the size I wanted it.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. It was lots of fun.
What fun.
Yes.
No,
now to remember to turn the power supply up to 24 volts to make sure I blow up the LEDs.
I've been so used to doing everything scratch building stuff so much and by hand, I completely forgot I actually have pieces parts.
Yeah. Well, see, that's one of the things that I really like about, like we were talking before we started. about wooden models is that you do have frame pieces, but 90% of what you really do is scratch build.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, let me show you this one lit up. See how this one's bright?
Yeah.
The camera blows it out, always does with LEDs, but
Oh, I see what you mean by the banding.
on my
That's
screen?
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's coming from your LEDs.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
There's next to nothing you can really do about it depending on the camera. The camera that I've got going right on this desk is a cheaper camera.
If you change the rate on the camera, could it possibly?
I've tried before.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Maybe you should look into these lamps I have. The cool thing about the lamps are they have extensions, so they could also act as a floor lamp.
Yeah. Well, I do have some, but the camera that I use most often it's actually a not really SLR because it's digital, but it is not designed for streaming. I use it anyway.
So did they give me? Do I have any kind of rods? That's not the right kind of rod for the.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know if I have a brass rod.
That's not good.
Oh, I have brass rods. I just don't know if one came with the kit. So I'm looking to see. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right.
I do have to say, Andrea was in the background earlier.
Mm-hmm.
When she looked on my channel, she saw the. Apparently, she's never watched Woody Wednesday because she saw the logo and she's like, "I like that a lot." It's amazing what you can get a computer to do when you say, "Do this, and let me see it, and I'll tell you if I like it."
So, Steven, Timothy, are you guys working on anything, or are you just hanging out?
I'm guessing Tim might be working on, because believe he's got something he's building Lego-wise.
Okay.
And Steven, actually, I think Steven yesterday was working on the AT-AT Walker, the non-Lego one.
Well, I appreciate you joining us, even though you guys aren't doing any wood stuff tonight.
Yeah. It's all about, it's about us getting on here, having a good time, chatting and everything, but it's also, a lot of it is about entertaining the audience, doing stuff that they like to see, which usually includes making a mistake and going, "Oh, man." I know for a fact, because I've been an audience member on many, many streams, that's one of the things you wait for. Put a little bit of flux in here.
Okay, that's not going to work. And I don't.
And I will tell you,
I've got to look at my instructions for something here.
There's suggestions.
Well, and just kind of get an idea of what parts they want me to do this with.
In case anybody's curious, I set my soldering iron to way too hot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I solder at 700 degrees.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to wait for the solder to melt at 500. 500
Right.
to 550 is what most people do.
Right.
I used to do that, but Boyd, before he passed away, was soldering at 700. I'm like, if he can do it, so can I.
That is not 2.5, is it?
Let's see. Let me double check. Okay, 9.1 to 14. Because that light's getting bright.
It's not even 2. How can that be 2? Ugh. All right. Interesting.
Having trouble putting the legs and body together. I don't want to hear that, Stephen. I have that kit. He's doing the AT-AT walker.
Right.
And he's having trouble getting the legs and the body to go together.
Which kid is this?
That is he's got the Chinese knockoff of the Lego kit. I've got the same one.
Gotcha.
And it is, from what I've seen, a pretty intense kit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I plan on having lots of problems with it when I build it.
Ooh, I wonder if these will work. Got this bag of nails that might work better. Yeah, it's going to be a little boring tonight, guys, because I don't have everything all prepped up tonight. Some other things I was doing today and couldn't get. I like to have everything kind of set in place and off to the side before the stream, but I wasn't able to do that tonight.
Yeah. Well, and I do the same thing. So I just sent a message on Discord to the Istanbul group, the Istanbul group build group.
Okay.
Saying, is anybody else coming? Well, I think Donnie will show up. He usually shows up around 7:10 to 7:30.
Wait a second. There's an Istanbul group on your Discord?
It's a group that I set up long time ago. Matter of fact,
okay.
It's a Woody Wednesday / Istanbul group. Hang on a second.
I got you. Okay.
Let me see. I don't even remember.
What has nothing to do with Hitchhiker's Guide?
No. By the way, I do have, if for when I decide to get froggy and jump towards a airplane model. You know what I'm going to call that one? That the one when I build, or the group when I build that.
The name of the ship.
Oh, no, it's not going to be the Heart of Gold. That would be spaceships.
Okay.
No, it's going to be throw yourself at the ground and miss.
Okay. All right.
You know,
yeah,
having fun with Hitchhiker's Guide. It was just, you know, when I built, or when I formed it, I made general chat mostly harmless. Or no, I went earth and not earth. And then
Yeah,
it
but
just kind of
Who
evolved.
told you to do that?
Me, I did.
No, you did not. You said you were thinking about doing a Hitchhiker's Guide theme, and I said because you originally called the first group Earth, and I said you need to call it Mostly Harmless.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing is I had put it as earth and not earth.
Right.
And you were right. You know, when you said mostly harmless, I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea.
And Magrathea was mine.
Magrathea.
You're the one who came up with Light, the Universe, and everything for the non-Earth stuff, and that was good. I liked it.
Yep.
But I like the subtitle you put on Magrathea.
Yeah, what Slarty Bartfast did.
What you done now, Slarty Bartfast? Whatever it was. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, it's just fun to have something like that rather than, you know, just group build and all that.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, and it's going to stay minimal like that. I'm not going to end up with 4,000 different channels on there.
No, I agree.
Like, I'm sorry, Donnie, if you're listening, I'm not going to do a 3D printing channel.
No, whatever you're printing on 3D, make it part of one of the other.
Yeah. Well, plus, I don't 3D print and don't, at this point, don't ever plan to. Ooh, that would have been bad. It wouldn't have been completely bad, but not wanting to fry LEDs. I was going to put 3.4 volts, which wouldn't be that bad, but I don't even want to take the chance because those LEDs would suck to try and replace.
Well, I mean, are you doing capacitors with? I'm not resistors with it.
Yes, but I was just doing a quick test to make sure that the LED was still working before I put the resistor on to make sure I've got the right positive and negative legs.
So, I mean, all the resistor is going to do is determine what color it is.
Not really.
Actually, yeah, that's exactly how. If you got one of those, if you got the LEDs that do all the colors, the resistor determines
these are
what
just
color it does.
Well, these are just completely dumb LEDs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use the ones where you can determine what color it is just by the resistor.
Yeah. Well, I've had
makes life easier.
A lot of the LEDs that I've had, I've picked up over the last 12 years. I started picking LEDs up around 2012, 2013.
Right.
And every time I start a project, I go, I have LEDs for this, but I might need more. So when I need 13 LEDs for something, I usually will buy 50.
Right. Yes, I just bought a big crap load of those. I can't remember what they call them. They got a name for them. They do all the different colors.
RGB?
Anyways, so that's because I was getting tired of not paying attention to what I was doing and hooking up the wrong LED to the wrong a circuit on a resistor and blowing the LED out because I put the wrong one on it.
Yeah.
And when I saw those were available, I said, well, I can't screw it up. If I hook it up and it's not the color I want, then I know I've hooked it up to the wrong path.
Yeah, but never say you can't, because trust me, you can't. One time I was working with an LED, and I knew it had a resistor on it. I was positive it had a resistor on it. Wow, look at the shell of that thing go. I have blown an LED up.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, so I guess I'm just going to glue these in. I've got no way of putting a cap on it to keep it from going all the way through. That's too thin.
Of course, you've heard us mention 24 volts, haven't you?
Yes, yes.
Have you heard the story about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Still to this day, it blows my mind that he was able to do that.
Yeah.
And more importantly, it blows my mind that the LED he did blow out got better.
Well,
applied 24 volts to a bunch of LEDs and blew one up, and it got better.
Okay, is that going to work? Let's see.
It's getting better. I feel happy. A little bit of Monty Python will happen on every stream.
All right, I think that's going to work.
Ah, okay. Keith answered. I never saw it. Keith said, I need to just sit and vegetate. It's been crazy at work the last few days.
Okay, Keith. I mean, he can't hear me, but okay.
No, he might. He might be. Well, Tim's his brother, so he might be watching.
He's just not in the chat room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ding dong. Avon calling.
No, that's my phone. It gets silly. Until I lost the. It used to have programmed for Andrea a car alarm for whenever she would text me. That way I knew exactly who it was. It doesn't do that anymore. It stopped. Makes me sad. I do believe I just heard the mail truck. That's funny. I stripped that wire and I was about to attach it to nothing. I don't have anything to attach it to. See, that is one thing. I have gotten away with not using resistors, and wiring things in parallel, or actually using resistors, using a single resistor and wiring in parallel.
Right.
The problem is the LED with the least resistance is the only one that lights then.
Yeah.
I've had that happen. I'm like,
That's why I like programming the Atmel microchips, because I can really control it and build my own circuit boards and build circuit boards that'll fit into someplace in the model I'm building and not
Yeah.
using an entire Arduino for something. But you
Yeah.
need to know how to program in C or machine language to be able to do that.
Yeah. I haven't done a whole lot with Arduino. I bought Arduino. Donnie loves to do Arduino.
Well, they're good if you're not a real programmer, because you can
Yeah.
buy the libraries to do the things you want. But I've got one that I plan on doing once I hit retirement. I've got an original R2D2 from 1977 that I'm going to program all the lights for it. I'm also going to put a servo on it so the head will spin back and forth. All right. Boy, I'm so glad they had the stuff for the rudder. I didn't have to shape these and drill the holes and all that stuff. That would not have been fun.
No.
Okay.
I just realized after I cut the wire that I didn't double check. It is the red wire, but wanted to make sure that it's the right one.
You have your choice, the red wire or the blue wire.
Exactly.
Now, my problem is going to be, how am I going to be cutting this into little pieces? What tool am I going to use for that? I don't have a pipe cutter type tool. Guess I could use a hacksaw.
Chainsaw is more fun.
I think this hacksaw might do it and use my miter box. Where is my miter box?
It's over there. You know that. Everything's over there.
I'm looking over there. Oh, there it is.
See?
I know it's over there somewhere.
Well, what's funny is I will ask questions. You know, I'll be looking for something on a video that I'm doing, and when I can't find it, I will say to the audience, somebody, you know, I'll mention that I can't find such and such, and then I like, somebody say it's over there, because as soon as you do, I'll find it. And as soon as what's funny is as soon as I say that, I find it.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm going to do before I start even attempting to stream is I want to get a couple more cameras and then get them set up on their own. Right now, the camera I'm using, all I've got a wood clamp clamped to the top of the credenza that's on this work table. So I'm going to come up with some kind of, with camera here, camera here, camera here type thing, so I can switch back and forth.
It is a good idea, but I'll tell you what, it grows. You keep growing. At one point, I had 7 cameras, all of them set up at the same time.
I don't know. Yeah, no. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah. Well, eventually, you realize I don't need all this, and I'm down to 4 cameras. I've got the one on the main bench. I've got the one on this bench. I've got the one on the bench behind me. And then the face cam / whatever I need it to be cam. That's the one that the one that I was moving around last night.
Well, if I'm going to use a face cam, I'll just use the cam on my laptop.
Yeah.
But I'll, well, yeah, one of the cameras will be one that I can just pick up and move around when I need to real easily. Like when who was working on the Titanic? Who was that? About a month ago. I can't remember who was doing the work on that Titanic. Was it Alec?
Was it Todd? Well, Todd and Alec both were doing the Titanic.
Anyways, they picked up their camera to, to show it around and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll need one for that.
Yeah. Well, if it was pick up the camera and move it around, that was Alec. And he uses a program called Droid Cam.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, Droid Cam is really good until I used to use Droid Cam, and it's great, works really great until it doesn't. Something in it makes it eventually quit working.
Interesting.
Yeah, it worked really good for me, like I said, until it didn't. Then it wouldn't work at all. I've done walk around shop tours during a live stream using Droid Cam.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? The one that Jody uses. Let me see. I installed it on my phone. Jody uses Camo Camera, and supposedly, yeah, CAMO. Supposedly, that will through Wi-Fi talk to your computer. With having a well, I've got an Android phone, but I have it connected to my laptop, or not my laptop, but my desktop. Right. I can actually sometimes get the camera to go through Wi-Fi. Not very often. Windows has problems. Hey, Trent, welcome. Good to see you.
Hey, Trent.
Woohoo! We're up to 6 viewers. Look at us go.
All right. So what good news you got tonight, Trent?
Say who?
What good news does he have?
I'm sorry, I missed it again.
What good news does he have?
Oh, what good news? I don't know. I used to work on airplanes. I are a little bit hard of hearing.
Huh?
Exactly. Matter of fact, the Air Force, in its infinite wisdom, when my ears started going bad, they said, we're going to adjust your baseline because your hearing was so good when you joined the military. I have a problem with that. Oh, yeah. Well, I do have part of my disability, my VA disability, is because I've lost hearing.
Yeah.
10%. They give you a whole lot of, they count your ears for a whole lot. The fact that I deal with on a daily basis with tinnitus, which would make most normal people lose their mind. I had an app one time that I set it up to generate the same tone that I live with all the time. And what you do is you put on a set of headphones and you tune it to where you know it's making noise, but you can't hear it. I did that and I turned it up, and Andrea was like, "What is that noise?" And I said, "That's my world."
Oh no, I can't believe I just did that.
It's what it's funny because sometimes at night she'll be like, "Are you sure the TV doesn't bother you if I go to bed earlier than her?" I'm like, "No, it drowns out the ringing." A dead quiet room is hard for me to sleep in. Come on, get on there. A little bit. Sometimes I worry about how much power this room pulls.
What is that?
Well, when I turned
You
on
don't have enough amperage going in there?
I do. I should. The house is 30 years old, is part of the thing. But sometimes when I've got the soldering iron going and the I use the heat gun, the lights start to flicker.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Makes life interesting.
Are they plugged in the same outlet or the same
They are.
surge protector?
The whole line, all the power in this room is basically off of one line.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nobody's being talkative tonight. Nobody has any questions. Nobody has anything to let us know what they're doing.
Nobody loves us. Wait. Then maybe they love you and nobody loves me.
And where is the lovely Andrea tonight?
She's upstairs, and I believe she is still playing the same video game she was last night. Oh, and when I got done last night, I went upstairs and I didn't play anything, but today before this and yesterday before the stream, I spent a couple hours playing Fallout. I like Fallout a lot.
I never really got into playing video games. I mean, yeah, when I was in high school and all the arcade stuff first came out, I played a little bit, but I just never really.
Andrea answered and said, "Yep, that's where she's at."
Oh, hey, Andrea.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is that I was into video games when we met, and then I introduced her to this little thing called Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, our kids had, we always had a console.
Yeah.
Whatever the newest and greatest console was at the time. But I don't know. I don't know why. I just couldn't sit down and time and effort on them. Because it's not, it's not something you're so, the minute you pick it up, you're immediately good at it. You gotta spend time with it.
Andrea just said hi to you. Yeah. I think for me, video games are partially escapism. I think actually for most people, that's what they are. It lets you do things you would never do in real life.
Yeah, I got that from books. I would much rather read a good book than sit there for hours playing a video game.
That's one thing I don't do as much as I used to. I used to read all the time. The
I'm not saying it's good or bad either way.
yeah,
It's
well,
just for me, it was just I preferred books over video games.
you remember the Sony ebook
Uh,
reader that they came out with at one point?
No,
Well, I wore one out.
you
Hey,
got
Kenneth.
something. Yeah.
Welcome, Kenneth. He says, "Hi, hey, buddy Buckman and everyone else. I'm sitting here watching on my 30-minute lunch break, and I'm working till 12:30. Very cool. Glad you're sticking with us, Kenneth.
Hey, Kenneth.
See him on almost every stream.
It's not very exciting work we're doing tonight.
Well, you know, if I leave the soldering iron on long enough, it might be.
Yeah, there's that.
Don't want that kind of excitement. Let me turn that off.
I had to do some minor repair here and put a little too much pressure on the nub of the rudder that goes up into the ship, and it broke it off.
Oh, not good.
It's all right. Instead of using wood glue, I went ahead and once the rudder's in place, there's not going to be any kind of pressure or anything on it. So CA is good enough for that.
Yep. And that's what I'm doing right now, is putting CA onto the I'm putting CA onto the wires, or actually the paper, or no, it's not paper. That's right. I forgot. The styrene sheet that I put on here over top of the paper that's on the inside. I'm gluing the resistors down so that they will stay a little bit out of the way, because you can see right through the top.
I don't think I've used any CA on this. Everything has been wood glue. Even the bulkheads and the first layer of planking is wood glue.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've talked about that before. Neither of us likes to use CA on wood because it stains the wood.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the first layer of planking, you could do it. I mean, it's not as if you're going to see it, but
yeah,
I'm just not in that much of a hurry. I'd rather just let the wood glue do its thing, and I feel like it's a better bond, anyways.
It is. It's a
for
better
wood.
bond.
Yeah, for wood.
Well, it's a better bond, and it starts to set up not quite as fast as CA, but usually I get a good bond within about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kenneth said they sent us to break early because the robot kept dropping complete housing after it was tested. And he said, "Well, that's an awesome story. I'm blown away by that story."
Huh?
When you've seen Kenneth talk enough, you'll know he will say that about a lot of stuff.
Okay.
He enjoys watching our streams.
Oh, okay. I thought he was being a smart aleck for some reason.
No, he will say that to just about anything that goes on stream.
Okay, cool.
I should not do this. That's why I'm going to do it anyway. You ever just decide the easiest way is to solder something is just to put solder to it and melt the phenolic?
Say that one more time.
Instead of stripping the phenolic off of the wires,
right,
I'm just going to put solder directly on it and melt the phenolic with the solder. It's not the best method, but it works. Especially because this stuff is really thin.
I think for me it depends on the situation and how much room I got to work with.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah.
If it's really a tight space and I just can't do anything, I want to make sure that the solder's not going to get all messed up. I will.
Yeah. Well, I used to use this stuff almost exclusively, magnet wire.
Mm-hmm.
And about the only real good way to get the solder off when you're soldering, or get the phenolic off when you're soldering, is to heat it with this solder.
Right.
And so I do the same method a little bit when I'm dealing with this really thin rubber.
Gotcha. Okay, none of those are small enough.
Because all I'm looking for is all the wires to join together.
All right. So what size do I want to use here?
Okay. And Kenneth said, been here since almost the beginning of this channel. And he said, bye, everyone. Has to run. His break is over, apparently.
I can.
Of course, I hooked the wrong wire up. I hooked the red wire to the black wire, and it didn't work. I wonder why. No, I've done a few things you're never supposed to do. Like I've soldered on hot circuits.
Oh no, I would never do that. Not knowingly.
Only when it's LEDs that I'm working with.
Yeah, no.
I got away with it. Nothing burst into flames much. I have popped an LED or three like that.
That's why I'm looking forward to starting to do my own circuit board etching. So I don't have to worry about that. Because I do all the soldering before I hook the power up. Because I already know everything works.
My brother back in the 70s had a Radio Shack kit to do that with.
To actually build the circuit board? Or was it a breadboard?
It was a little bit of both. What it was a Radio Shack kit, and what it started out with was it had this sheet, you had the copper on the board itself, on the circuit board. And you trace the circuit down on there with wax or whatever, and then you put it in this liquid, which took all the copper off except for where it was covered.
Yeah, that's basically what I'll be doing. But I'll be printing out printing it out on a laser printer, and then that ink. Did it again. Then where the ink is, that's where the copper stays.
Yep.
And you still soak it in the solution.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is he did that back in the 70s.
Yeah, there's a special pen you could use to do that. So that's why I was, I mean, my first time I did any kind of circuit work, I had a breadboard. I didn't make my own circuit. And then when I finally did start trying to make my own circuits, I would just take wire and glue it into place.
Yep. Yeah, because trying to jumper solder between the copper points doesn't work very well.
No.
Ask me how I know. But no, when Paul did that, it was like magic back then. You can do that?
That's the way it used to be done before you had machines that could lay out the copper for you nice and thin and in place and everything.
Oh, yeah. It's like my mom worked for a small company out of Oregon. May have heard of it, Tektronix.
Mm-hmm.
She used to do work with cable boards.
Yeah.
You know, basically before the IC was really big. And it was, you know, they impressed upon me in my young, impressionable age at 7 to 8 years old. They didn't mean to, but they did, because I heard mom and dad rant quite a bit, more mom than dad, about the fact that when we moved to Alaska and she quit that job
Mm-hmm.
that she had for 12 years, they hired a brand new guy in off the street and paid him more than they did her.
Because he was a guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't the 70s great?
Yeah.
That's why I've been a huge proponent of fair between men and women my entire life. Part of my upbringing, I heard things at a very tender age. Bing bong. Avon calling.
Candygram. Oh, boy. Maybe this is...
So I just did what could have been a huge mistake.
What was that?
I didn't check the power before I hooked up didn't check what it was set at before I hooked the power up. Fortunately, everything has resistors on it because it's at 9 volts. I have done that before, though, and been very unhappy with myself.
Okay, that's not going to work.
Based on messages I saw from Howard today on Discord or this afternoon, I think he had another rough day.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Howard, he just put a message onto Discord.
Oh, okay. I heard it beep. I didn't look over yet.
Oh, I never heard. Waited 40 minutes. You should have messaged me sooner, Howard.
What was he waiting 40 minutes for?
Apparently, he says he waited 40 minutes, and apparently he was in the green room.
Oh, no. Do you not get a ping or something when somebody goes in the green room?
I'm supposed to, but I didn't.
Oh, no, Howard. He probably thought there was no stream. Or that you didn't love him.
He says I was busy yapping my soup flapper. Well, I'm sitting here staring at the green room now. So come back, Howard, because if it works the way it did last time, you'll pop right into backstage. He says too late and he needs to leave in 25 minutes. Okay.
Oh, well.
Sorry, man.
Gotta go get his buddy.
Yep. He should put a sign on his table that says, maybe someone needs a producer. Maybe. Yep. These are the things that happen when things happen. Oh, no, pay attention. Okay. I was paying attention. What's it?
Just not to the green room.
Well, I want to say that you mentioned the green room a little while ago, and I went and looked, and nobody was there.
Yeah, but that was 5 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes in. Because you and I had already been talking prior to that.
So let's see. I'm playing with things right now.
Okay.
Well, no, not
Things
that.
we can't see on camera, huh?
No, what I'm doing is I popped out chat into its own
Okay.
window. He said he went in and out 2 times while I was wiring my solder. Send a message in Discord. I don't think you can pop out the green room. If I could pop out the green room, that would work really well. But actually, this works. He says he can't message while he's well, message next time when you're coming into the green room, I guess. Well, what I did do is I popped out the chat. So
Right.
now I've got the chat popped out, and I can put it in a smaller window. And now if somebody pops into the green room, well, here. I show you what I do. Share screen. Which one is screen 1 and which that is the right? Nope, that's not it. There we go. So now what you can see is I've got the video up here.
Right.
It shows the green and the green room's up.
Gotcha.
And then I can put the chat right on top of it.
That's interesting. Why is it still showing me playing the horn? I changed that. My little avatar type thing.
Hang on.
I wonder where that's coming from. So I changed it both on YouTube and maybe I didn't change on StreamYard.
Yeah. I don't know for sure because it's like I've got a logo on some of my stuff that I set it up 12 years ago that pops up. It's strange.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the account I used to set up
Yep.
StreamYard.
It probably does. Or do you have a Microsoft account for your PC?
Yes, I do, and that's probably what it is.
That's exactly
I
where it
haven't
is. 'Cause
changed that one.
Oh, that's where mine is.
I don't want to change my Microsoft
Yeah.
picture. I only want to change StreamYard and Discord and YouTube.
Well, and that's the thing, is that I wouldn't worry about it, because occasionally I see the my Microsoft pops up with, what is it, my enterprise model that I made years and years ago. And by enterprise, I don't mean the TOS, I mean the NX01.
Gotcha.
That was a lot of fun to build.
All right.
And I have to do the refit sometime in the near future. I've said that for many years.
Talking about enterprise refit?
The NX01 refit, the one that they would have used in the 5th season.
Oh, I wasn't even aware of that.
Yeah, well, Doug Drexler, who designed the NX01, I believe it was Drexler, he had designed one for the 5th season, and it was canceled before the 5th season, but not before the design was out there. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit drawn out, but to make a long story short, the model I have for that, the aftermarket parts I have for that, was one of the last ones that a guy whose company was Howling Wolf Enterprises built, or one of the last ones he processed, because it's a resin print, before he passed away.
Oh.
And nobody else has made it. It is a aftermarket kit to turn the 350 NX01 into the 350 NX01 refit.
Cool.
It was designed for lighting. There are brass tubes in the nacelles, or the arms that hold the nacelles.
You're talking about on the model?
Yes, on the
kit.
On the resin kit.
Cool.
It was well thought out.
All right. Well, I figured out how to. I don't know if that can even be seen. No, it can't be seen. That's all right. But that's going to work.
And what's funny is what got me kind of thinking about the NX01 is I'm doing the same wiring technique on here that I did on there.
I'll be right back. I got to refill my drink, and I don't put myself on mute.
Yep. Twisting the wires and then soldering them with the phenolic on it. And if anybody doesn't know what the phenolic is, it's the insulation on the wires. Come on. Turning the insulation off, but it's not joining the wires really. There we go.
All right, sorry, I'm back. So I've been trying to deal with here is trying to figure out how to hammer these very small pieces and very small nails into my rudder with the hinge. So the thing is, these nails are too long, so I can't hammer them all the way through. So I have to stop at some point and then clip the heads off. And I was worried that you wouldn't be able to see the pin where it's holding the hinge into the rudder, but you can see it just fine.
Cool.
Ugh. Thank God for magnifying glasses.
Yeah. Well,
I
you know,
would not be able to do this shit.
I have magnifying glasses for a lot of the stuff that I do. You know, I bought them. I don't use them ever because I got progressives. Or not progressive. What are they? I think it's
progressives where you can see up
where
close, see midway, and see far away.
Yeah, where it's basically 3 windows at once.
Yeah. Yeah, I had progressives when I wore glasses, but the part I didn't like about it is I had to tilt my head in certain ways to be able to use them.
That's the thing, is that I've been using progressives for like 6 or 7 years now, and I was one of these people. I would sit there and swap back and forth between 2 sets of glasses all the time. I got used to these, and I was like, these are the greatest thing ever, because I got to the point where I don't have to tilt my head, don't have to think about it. It just happens.
Right, I understand what you're saying, but I wear contacts still.
Yeah.
And even though I've got the progressive style contacts,
yeah,
I still need something to see up close better. I just
it was funny because I used to use the magnifiers, and when I got the progressives, I didn't need the magnifiers anymore. And it was really funny because the first time I really realized how much they work, you know, how much they did for me. I was in the grocery store and I picked up something, you know, I was ready to do this, you know, hold it out at arm's length and try and read it.
Right.
And I picked it up and I read the back of the bottle. And I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. Andrea's like, what? I said, I can read this.
I can see.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you know, you don't think about it until your eyes get bad.
And I also have astigmatism, so that doesn't help anyone when you try to
that's no fun.
Things real close.
It was, what was funny was the whole arms get too short. That's why I wear glasses. One night, you know, I finally realized that I was, you know, I'd be reading in bed at night, arm's length, and when my arms wouldn't stretch long enough for me to read anymore, I went to the optometrist and I said, there's got to be something you can do for me. Unfortunately, that was like, I think I was 35. Friend of mine that I used to work with. It's kind of funny because Christian, I realized how old he has gotten, because he was in the military when I met him, we worked together, and apparently his arms have gotten too short too. Because, well, he posted on Facebook that he, you know, finally got to the point where he had to have glasses, And then he posted that he walked into the bathroom and he felt the glasses shift on his head. And he was like, if they go in there, I don't wear glasses anymore.
Right.
It's one of these things. And I posted back when he said that, when he posted that, I put a comment on there saying, I've worn glasses for years and I've never had that problem.
Yeah, I started wearing glasses in 1977. I don't remember that, getting used to that.
Yeah. Well, I wore glasses as a kid because I had surgery at a year old. And then when I joined the Air Force, as I got older, I ended up without any kind of health care. And so I ended up broke my glasses. So I didn't have glasses anymore. And then when I joined the I went for like 6 years with no glasses. And when I joined the when I joined the Air Force, you can do that with being farsighted. Your arms get too short eventually. But when I joined the Air Force, they said, they told me I was good. I'm like, really? I used to need glasses. And they said, no, you're good. 2020. I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
Well, 15 years later, let's see. Yeah, about 15, 16 years later, my arms got too short. And it was something that was really amazing happened.
Apparently they make a pill for that now. No, I'm serious.
For short arm?
Yeah. Sarah Jessica Parker's doing a commercial for it. There's a pill that will help out with not being able to see up close.
Huh. Well,
I don't know if you can't see far either that it works, but expect they have a pill for it.
The funny thing about it, though, is that when I got the glasses, I suddenly wasn't as tired after work.
Yeah.
You do not know how hard those little muscles in your eyes work.
Mm-hmm.
They would wipe me out every day. I'd get home from work. I'd be just completely beat.
This is working out much smoother than I was anticipating. I'm happy. I'm a happy puppy.
You're a puppy?
I'm a happy puppy.
I see. Uh-oh.
I like it when things work out the way you kind of planned it.
I think I have an uh-oh minute.
You have an uh-oh?
I think I have an uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Uh-oh. Wait, that's a different uh-oh.
What's your uh-oh?
I just got a message from Donnie. He is on the way.
Oh, great. Why is that an uh-oh?
No, because the message popped up on Discord. Not really an uh-oh. It was just message on message for you, sir. What movie is that from?
Oh, please. Really? You have to ask me that?
Well, if anybody who doesn't know, I'll give you a hint.
The character's name is Concord.
I was going to say, anybody who doesn't know, everybody in that movie is getting better.
You won't have died in, I can't remember the word he used.
Yep.
Come on, I'm making a joke on Lancelot and his character.
I'm trying to remember.
He can't come up with words. Whoever he's talking to has to give him the word he's looking for.
What the hell? I'm having a moment.
The funny thing is that that squire's name, Concord, in the Holy Grail was used in the TV show. There's a skit about a Robin Hood type character. His name was Dennis Moore, and his horse's name was Concord. And it was John Cleese who played Dennis Moore. I know that show so well.
He's getting better. Everybody's getting better in this movie. I do love the fact that you know why the movie ended the way it did.
Well, they couldn't come up with an ending.
They were out of money.
Yeah, they couldn't come up with a decent ending. If you watch that battle scene very, very closely, you will see there's extras who are carrying broomsticks, not swords. They're wearing jeans.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite lines in that whole movie was, "Then, when all seemed lost, the animator suffered a fatal heart attack." That was hilarious when that happened.
You know, that movie almost kept them from ever doing anything ever again. Because both Terrys were directors. They shared the directing work. And one would have the days, his scenes ready to go and all this stuff. And the other one would suddenly need to do something, and it would mess up the other guy's set, and it's just so when they were going to do Life of Brian, the group got together and said, okay, we can only have one director. You two don't work well together. And that's when they decided to go up with Terry Jones.
What's going on?
Howdy, Donnie.
Donnie, how are you, man?
We're talking
so
about,
far so good.
We're talking about the meaning of life. Or no,
I can
Holy Grail.
tell.
actually.
We hadn't got the meaning of life yet. I was about ready to say something about that.
Yeah.
The meaning of
Holy
life,
Grail.
42.
No, not that meaning of life.
The other meaning of life.
I know.
Always look on the bright
That's from Life
side
of
of
Brian.
life. I know it is. I will bounce from Monty Python to Monty Python as much as I want to.
So what's going on today, Donnie?
Just got off work. Yay!
Wow, did you even bother eating before you got on, or you just
He did.
Yeah,
He's lying.
yeah.
He's lying.
ran in
I
the
ate real
house
quick.
and jumped on?
Wow, they had you there a little bit later than normal, I think.
10 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. Why the need to crush out so many Nissans?
It's always that way.
Yep.
And then 6 weeks from now, we don't have enough work. You guys are gonna have to take mandatory time off.
Well, normally we work a bunch of overtime, from about September or so till the end of the fiscal year.
Right.
And then we'll go back to 8 hours for a while. And then we go back to overtime till the end of the fiscal year again. But this year, the end of the fiscal year came and went, and we're still working 10 hours a day. It's like, did somebody forget something?
Well,
I guess the economy's doing well if you guys are having to work overtime.
and no, the
Something.
bosses have a new plan on how they're going to get their bonuses. Oh wait,
Yeah.
did I say that out loud, Donnie?
We're going to start early.
Yeah. Hey, start now. That way, at the end of the year, you don't have to work all that overtime.
Right?
So, what are you doing tonight, Donnie?
I'm gonna finish
What you
drilling these little
doing?
lights out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So who else do we have? Nobody else has joined in the chat.
And Stephen Haynes did say hi, Donnie.
hey, Steven.
So are we going to get a close-up of what Donnie's doing? Let him tell us what he's planning on doing?
Maybe if I can find my mouse. There's my mouse. There he is. Hi, Donnie.
Hello. I'm gonna finish drilling out these little lights.
The ones that go on.
And get all that cleaned out where I can put my SMDs in there.
Yeah.
And
bring one of those back up again.
bring one of these back up again like
Yeah.
that.
See, AK, that's how mine started.
Right.
And I drilled a hole down into 3/4 of the way through that. And, most of the material of the inside is now gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about doing too. It's just gonna take a little while.
A day or so. It took me a couple of days to do it.
Did it?
Yep. The funny thing is, you're here on time, but Howard was hanging out in the green room for a while and never texted or anything. It didn't make a noise. He didn't say anything until he left.
Oh, he was just in the green room for a while?
Yeah, he didn't. I didn't realize it. It's supposed to make a noise, but it didn't. So
Did he not message you or anything and say, "Hey, are you going to let me in"?
It took him 40 minutes to message him.
Yes, and when he messaged me, he said, "Yeah, I can't. It's too late. I can't come."
Wow.
Yeah. So, happens. Oh wait, you're still big, Donnie. Oh man, Donnie, what'd you do? You drove away one of our viewers. We had 6.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
Donnie showed up.
You want me to leave?
I didn't know someone didn't like Donnie.
Everybody likes Donnie.
I thought so.
I can leave.
No, don't leave.
You
Donnie.
can get your one viewer back.
No.
No. We need the extra streamer. Buck and I need some company.
Yes.
Where's everybody else at?
I messaged
Alec's working.
Yep. Howard's gone to get his friend. Keith, he needs to sit and vegetate. Been a crazy work day. It was right above where you responded to me.
Yeah, I saw that part.
And Dawn, over the last, we've chatted, and over the last couple of weeks, he's had some things going on, and he's just like, he's going to take a break completely from streaming for a while.
Oh, really?
Yep. My understanding is he doesn't plan on being on any of the streams, and if he's if he's watching, his plan is to just lurk, not chat. So
sounds like he got a little bit of a sour taste in his mouth over something.
To be honest, I think Don's had a little bit of a sour taste in his mouth over things for a while.
Okay. Well, I hope things get better for him soon.
Yep. Well, he did tell me that, and when he told me what's been going on in his life over the last year, I'm like, I don't blame you. He's had a rough year.
Has he?
Yep. And that is all I'm going to say.
We've all had a kind of a rough year.
It happens.
I would call quadruple bypass surgery kind of a rough year.
Yeah.
Ow.
I can see where that would put a little crimp in things.
Yeah.
It did.
Might slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, we're nowhere near up to speed or par yet.
Yeah, well, I remember 90, no, I think it was 2003, something like that. The strangest email I ever got.
Mm-hmm.
It was from my mom, and
Okay.
the first line in the email was, "Dad is okay." And I'm like, what do you mean Dad is okay? How do you start an email with "Dad is okay"? Well, it
Hey,
turned
I
out
found the
And
piece I
where's the
couldn't
buck?
find last night.
very
All
cool.
right.
Nice.
What is it? That looks like a
Piece
Lego
of
piece.
Johnny Five.
It is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he had had a heart attack, and so they were taking him in. He was in the hospital. They were going to go in and do I think they were starting out. It was supposed to be a double bypass.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up being a quad. They stripped
Yeah.
the veins out of both legs because as they would try and use the vein to repair the heart,
Right.
it was like perforating tissue paper.
Oh dear.
Yeah, his veins were that bad.
Wow.
And so I got the call from my mom, called up the first shirt and said, "Okay, this is what's going on." And he said, "This is what I need you to do." And then he started doing the paperwork regardless. And I called mom up and I said, "Okay, here's what you need to do," because they had to get in touch with the Red Cross, because seeing that I was in Germany and they're in Alaska, I had to go from an overseas location to an overseas location. Most people,
And you couldn't fly over Russia
no, well,
or the
most
Arctic.
people,
Take a
what they
truck to go
do,
to the Arctic.
yeah, well, I'm getting to that. What they do is they fly you to the nearest port. Your port of entry into the United States. At that point, it becomes your job to get you the rest of the way home. Well,
Oh.
I was overseas to overseas, so they flew me all the way from Frankfurt to Anchorage.
Well, that was nice of them.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't, because they flew me to New York, from New York to Chicago, Chicago to Seattle, Seattle to Anchorage. I was in the air for 24 hours.
Yeah, but you didn't have to worry. You didn't have to figure out how you're going to get there. They
Yeah,
just made it all easy for you.
yeah, kind of. I was in rough shape, but by the time I got there, Dad had had the surgery and everything.
Yeah. Wow.
At least they
Yeah.
got you there, though. I mean,
Yeah,
That's the way I'm looking at it. At least they got him
yeah,
there.
they did. And here's the funny thing, there is port of entry, and then there's port of entry, because my commander, after I had become a first shirt, it's basically an HR type person. I had my group commander, her husband, who was also in the military, had a heart attack or something. He was in the hospital, and so she got the Red Cross message. So I had to get her from Frankfurt to Albuquerque. And I don't know how they did it at the travel place, the government travel, the Air Force travel place, Sato. But they somehow got her port of entry into the United States to be Albuquerque. That was the first place she touched down. So she didn't have to fly anywhere beyond that. And Steven said, "Buck, after 3 goes and parts coming off, I have now got the body and legs together." Sledgehammer. Boom.
body and legs of what?
He's working on the AT-AT Walker.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that now.
Yeah, he said he was having it was causing issues. It was not being his friend.
I have STL files for that app.
You have STL files to make friends?
Yes.
It's called Weird Science.
Haven't you seen that movie, Buck?
I have, but I don't think they used STL files.
Nah, I got modern.
I tell you
Ah.
what, when I was in basic at Fort Knox in '86, that was near the graduation. They showed a movie, and that was the movie they showed. You got all these guys in 13 weeks not seeing any female, not having any interaction with the outside world, and you show us Weird Science. When
Yeah.
Kelly LeBrock came out of that shower, they had to stop the film. It was just.
So what month did you go to basic?
I went into basic October 5th.
That's funny,
1986.
because you went into basic 2 months, almost 3 months before I did.
Mm.
I went on the 29th of December of '86.
And where I did basic at Fort Knox was the same parade ground that they used in the movie Stripes.
Nice.
That's the
One of our-
facts, Jack.
One of our drill sergeants was actually a extra in the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Speaking of extras, and I always find this is entertaining because I met the man when he was 70 years old, when he was doing a retirement ceremony back at Beale. In Top Gun, I met one of the extras from Top Gun.
Oh, okay,
Cool.
cool.
He was, let's see, when they're getting ready to, they're doing the briefing just for going out on patrol. I think it was before the MiG showed up. The guy over the admiral's left-hand shoulder did the training for the first retirement briefing I ever went to. And it was funny because he mentioned that. I went home and looked it up and I went, that's him.
Damn,
About
that
50
is him.
About 50 years ago. Okay, I think I'm very, very close to not using any more of the solder off of this roll.
Why?
Hang on, I'll show you. I think I got my money's worth out of this roll. Oh, wrong camera. I'm going after the wrong camera. Oh, wait, there it is. That's what's left.
Oh, you got to use that.
I might burn myself.
Hold the solder with the tweezers.
Yeah. No.
Wussy.
Yes. And?
Wussy.
Your point being,
Okay, Donnie. I'm going to go there. What's your point besides the top of your head?
Wussy.
Like I said, what's your point besides the top of your head?
I said it.
so Donnie, it seems like you always have to work when we're doing strings. When are your days off?
Sunday and occasionally Saturday.
Okay.
But see, Sunday's not a day off because Sundays, that's granddaughter's day.
It is. That's a fun day off.
Oh no, that's not a day off. I mean, that is a day off.
It is a day off, but not a day that you can do anything else.
Oh, so you guys are like this. Saturday is one of my granddaughter's 4th birthday, and I asked, what can we get her? What does she want? And
Oh, your granddaughter's 4?
one of my granddaughters is 4. I've got 3 granddaughters.
Ah.
Anyway, so she wanted she's been getting into Barbie stuff. And so I found a Hot Wheels remote controlled Barbie convertible that looks a lot like my Fiat Spider convertible. Remote control Barbie
That's
car.
cool.
It's pink with Barbie on the side of it.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's my middle granddaughter so far.
Wow.
We've got a 18-year-old granddaughter and a 2-year-old granddaughter, and then there's another grandkid on the way in September, a week before my birthday. So, but we don't know yet if it's a boy or a girl.
I was going to say, AK, because there's a lot of parallels between you and I, but that one's not, because my oldest granddaughter. Well, no, she's not my oldest. My oldest grandson lives with me. She is my oldest granddaughter. Yeah, she's married and
No,
pregnant.
she's not my oldest granddaughter. Yeah, she is my oldest granddaughter.
She might be somebody else's granddaughter. No, she's married and pregnant.
Oh, you're gonna be a great grandfather. Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Same. The only grandchild I have is only 4 right now. So
My
Wait a minute.
oldest grand is.
I'm
20
already a
22.
great grandfather.
oh, you are.
No,
Yeah.
I knew you were old.
It's
No,
no. He's saying as an adverb, a great grandfather.
I
Yes,
know what
exactly.
he's trying to say.
Donnie, you're being mean to me again.
No, my oldest grandchild, he's going to be 22 in June.
Yep.
So I'm going to have a newborn to a 22-year-old span of grandchildren.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He's not a newborn anymore. I think he's like 4 months old. And then there's 25-year-old living with us. We have a long span of grandchildren.
Considering you are a year younger than me and you have a 25-year-old, wow. Because I mean, first daughter, she was born almost 2 years after we got married. So,
Well, the daughter for that grandchild is actually my stepdaughter.
oh, okay.
But she was born in 86. Same year
That's the year my daughter was born.
Yeah.
But she was 18 when Caleb was born in 2004. But sounds like your daughter was a little bit younger.
Just maybe a little bit.
Oh dear. Yeah, it was funny. We had we sat our oldest daughter down one day and said, "Look, we really need to get you on birth control. You've been with this guy Ricky for a long time. I think it's time we get you on birth control." "Oh, Dad, I don't need birth control. We're not having sex. We're gonna wait." Like, Aaron, really? Come on. "No, I promise. I promise." 6 months later, it's the third day in a row. She's knocking on my door. "I can't go to school today. I'm sick." And I said, "Aaron, when are you going to tell me you're pregnant?" "How'd you know?"
Yep.
Dads aren't stupid, Aaron.
Well, that's kind of the same conversation that Andrea had with Francisca. She calls me at work, and I says, "Yeah, I need you to come home." I said, "Why?" She's told me. I'm like, "I'll be there." And then I'm driving into the shop at basically military version of like a convenience store.
Right.
I'm going in there to get a test, and the lady next to me, as I pull in, opens her car door, which was fine except for it was windy, and the wind caught the door, which flipped it out into my bumper, and I proceeded to, because I was pulling into a spot, proceeded to fold her car door against the side of her car.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, which
She
could
was
have
the
been.
mother. She was the mother of the father.
No,
of the baby, right?
No. She was in Germany, and she was the mother of an airman that was there, and not authorized to drive a usurper-plated car.
Mm.
So it didn't matter that I might have been at fault.
No.
I wasn't at fault because she's the one who flipped her door open. But it didn't matter that I might be at fault because the airman who owned the car had more problems than that.
Yeah.
And and I looked at this airman when she said, "Can we say I was driving?" And I'm like, "I don't think so." You know, I am not the one that has a problem.
Yeah. And this is
I
the
had
day
a
you found out you're going to be a grandfather.
Yeah, well, and that was what was funny was that, Andrea, we did the test and it was positive. So Andrea takes her over to the clinic in Bitburg and comes back and she says, "Francesca's pregnant. What are we going to do?" And I looked at her and I said, "We're going to be grandparents."
Right?
She looked,
We're going to spoil it.
yeah, well, what was funny was she looked at me and she's like, "What? Who are you? And what have you done with my husband?" I'm like, "What?" They both thought I was going to be very pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, and it was funny because they thought I was going to be pissed off and everything. And I looked at Andrea. I said, "I don't have a right to be." She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Oh, by the way, Donnie, it's your fault. It is your fault." Hang on. I'm there. You see that little glint? You see that little glint of silver?
Uh-huh.
That's all that's left now.
There you go. Good job. I am proud of you.
Yeah. But Andrea said, I said, "I don't have the right to be upset." And she's like, "Why? What do you mean?" And we had talked about it, I think, prior to this, but never really talked in depth about it. And I said, "Because I was a boy in high school too." And so,
Right.
huh?
I said, right.
Yeah. Well, I had the same problem when I was in high school.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And so in my mind, I'm like, I don't have the right to be upset.
I was going to say, I was a boy when I was in high school too. So,
Are you sure?
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed to survive that in high school. I was a horn dog.
Yep. Well, knowing now what I didn't know when I was in high school, because I'll tell you right now, Andrea and I, when we got together, we were potent. We were very potent. It did not.
I hear you.
One time we decided,
And
let's,
band camp.
yeah. One time we decided, and we call him Dominic.
He's now called Dominic. How am I going to hold that into place? Get this out of the way.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Okie doke.
It's going to work. How about that?
What's going to work?
Well, I've got this little brass rod that I've got to cut down to 5mm or 6mm lengths, and I'm using my miter box. I was trying. How am I going to be able to hold that in place while I'm using the hacksaw? And it turns out my little clamp here is going to hold it in place.
Nice.
That's assuming this hacksaw does what I want it to do. Protect that stuff. I've never tried to use this hacksaw on brass, so I don't have no idea if it's going to work.
It should.
I think it's going to work. There's got to be an easier way to do something like this, but I don't know what the tool would be. Maybe some kind of a weird pipe cutter type thing, but
How big is the pipe?
it's only 2.5 millimeters wide. Ah, it worked. Perfect. And there I go. Got my little 6 millimeter piece that's going to be part of the rudder assembly.
Nice.
In the past, most of my models have always had the pieces already cut for the rudder,
But not this one.
not this one. Go figure, right?
Right? I don't know what's normally cut or not cut in a wood model, because this is the second wood model I've ever done. So,
Well, I've never worked with OcCre, so I have no idea what they're. I'm just my first one. I have just barely started, so I don't know everything about what they do. But I think this is probably the fourth one Buck has done, so they must be good kits.
well, I was just watching the wood stream for a while, and then Howard sent me a wood model kit, the Rocket from OcCre,
Mm-hmm.
and to get me to join the stream, and I was going to join the stream and build the Rocket, and then fade away. And then he sent me the Tram, and I'm like, come on, man. If this is too loud, I'll mute.
What's too loud on mute?
I said, if this is too loud, I'll mute.
Oh, no. I'm not really hearing it. You're good.
You can't hear that? Wow.
It's very faint, like. zzz, zzz. Plus, I've also got music playing
Oh, do you?
that y'all can't hear.
Yeah, I don't know about everybody else then. Hey, if this is too loud, just throw a comment in there and I'll mute.
But it really isn't that loud. I've heard people on here much louder with their toys.
With their toys. That's one thing I like about these little Hodo rotary tools.
Yeah.
The tool itself makes almost no sound.
Yeah, I don't know what brand mine is.
Like this is it running wide open right now.
It doesn't say Hodo. Oh, it doesn't have a name. It just says cordless drill machine. 7,000 to 21,000 RPM.
Yeah, I have a bigger one.
Yeah.
Hyper Tough, the Walmart brand.
This is the one I have. Just a USB.
Yeah, I have
charge.
one of these.
Okay.
hyper tough.
I think I paid $10
But this
on
thing
Amazon
makes some
for it.
noise.
Does it?
Yeah.
Haven't really used it much yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I just got it a couple of weeks ago. The trickiest part for me is getting the drill bit in there, perfectly straight. I'm noticing it wobbles a little bit if I'm not.
Oh, it doesn't self-center good?
No, not at all. But that's probably because I only spent $9 on it.
Does it have a chuck on it, or does it have one of
Yeah,
the little
yeah. No,
collars?
it's got. You can change the. Come on. You can
Oh, yeah,
change
it's a collet. Yeah.
Yeah, you can change that to different
You can get these drill chucks off of Amazon that'll screw right on there.
Uh-huh.
They're like $9-10.
Okay.
Because this one had the collet.
Uh-huh.
And as long as the end of that is the same size as a regular Dremel.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Then this just you screw the collet off, and this screws right on in its place.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
it works
I'll
just
check it
like a
out.
regular drill chuck.
All right. I'll check it out. Thank you.
I got tired of having to change the little inside part of the collet all the time because I went from one size to another. I found that on Amazon. I'm like, hell yeah.
So that was not really fun, but exciting.
What'd you do now, Buck?
Wasn't what I did. It's not what I did. It's what Andrea did.
Uh-oh.
She bought some new garden shears today.
Oh no.
And tried to cut the end of her finger off.
Oh no.
Is she okay?
She's okay. Let's put it this way. She thought she had cut the tip off, like just the very tip of the finger off.
Right.
And no, it's got a flap of skin, which she put back over. And, I went upstairs. We put a gauze pad on it and everything. It's okay for now. I asked her if she wanted to go to the emergency room. She's like, no, I don't want stitches and all that. And I'm like, okay.
So just bring some CA to her and let her just seal it.
Yeah, that actually might work better because she says it stings like. Yeah.
Oh, the CA will sting a lot too when you first.
I know.
On.
Just for a second, though.
Yeah. Oh, I've not yet done CA, but I have.
I have.
AK, you were in the military. If you open the first aid kit, you have to do a mishap report.
Yep.
So one night when I was working with a Dremel, de-etching some tools,
right,
and I hit my knuckle with the Dremel, I went in, I got some paper towels out of the bathroom, wrapped them around my finger, took some duct tape, wrapped it tight, and said, I ain't filing a flipping report.
That's funny.
Hey, everything worked out. I still have the finger.
There you go.
It don't matter. You got 9 more, so.
Exactly.
Well, I got 9.5.
9.5?
You see that?
Oh.
I had a fight with the table saw and I lost.
Yep.
Oof.
I was making chest of drawers for my daughter, and I was cutting the sides of the drawers, and I was doing it, kind of a assembly line type thing.
Yep.
And I had the uncut wood on my left. I bring it over to the table saw, cut it, and bring the 2 pieces over to the right, and of course I didn't have the guard on.
Of course not.
And when I reached back over to grab another piece from the left, my hand hit the table saw top.
Ow.
And it just, that was it. That's all she said.
Yep. Well, it was funny as a kid because my grandfather and my father, not my dad's dad, but my grandfather from my mom, yeah, he was missing first knuckle to the second knuckle on the middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sawmills do bad things.
Yep.
They can.
And then
Yep.
dad was really fun. You remember the GAF Viewmasters?
Yeah.
Dad used to work for GAF, and his job on the assembly line was to take the Viewmaster, put it on this thing, part comes down, blade goes around, cuts off the extra plastic, and he puts it back up on the rack or up on the assembly line. Well, he doesn't know, he never knew when it happened, but thing came down, saw came around, cut the excess plastic and the end of his finger off, first knuckle.
Wow.
Ow.
Yeah, he never knew it happened. The only reason he realized it happened was because it could have been 30 seconds later, could have been 10 minutes later. He realized he was bleeding.
Oh yeah, when it happened to me, I didn't feel it.
Yeah, well, it was funny because they actually, that was the 60s. They tried to find the end of his finger so they could try and sew it back on. They never did.
Well, I learned something about that. When that happened, I called for the daughter who I was making the dresser for. I said, I need you to come here right away. And she came and I said, I need you to take that fingertip and go put it on ice for me.
And she's like, Dad, that's gross.
No, she did it. She did it. Kudos to her. And she's 15 years old and she did it. Well, when we got to the emergency room, the doctor, it wasn't a hand doctor, he was just an emergency room doctor. The actual hand doctor was already on the tarmac, about ready to take off to go to DC, so he couldn't make it. But the tip just wouldn't take. That's because I put it on ice.
Really?
It frostbit it. You're supposed to put it in milk.
In
Put
milk.
it in cold milk.
Oh wow.
Yeah, milk.
How many people know that?
Probably because of the protein. The ice probably froze it.
Yeah, it did. It frostbit it.
Yeah.
So he couldn't attach it properly.
Wow.
Did not know that. I
didn't
seem
either.
to remember hearing something like that at one point. As a matter of fact, it wasn't finger. It was if you knock a tooth out, you put it in milk.
But it's the same concept.
Yeah. Oh, look, Donnie, you brought 3 more people in. Either that or my wife's fingertip did. So, yeah. Things like, and I will tell you things like that. My daughter one time. Oh, good. I asked her if it was a game finger. And she says, good news, it's not hindering me playing. That's important.
Priorities.
Yes. Well, it's funny because when anybody in my, that I love is hurt, I get to the ragged edge of freaking out. Lisa, when she was about 4, decided to wash out, it was either tuna or something like that. She washed a can out and cut her hand, and she cut her fingers really bad. And so, it's one of these things of Andrea was there. So I was allowed to freak out while she was the cool-headed one.
Well,
And
speaking of a tuna can,
uh-huh.
my wife had ate some tuna one night. Threw the can in the garbage, right?
Oh no.
Well, we don't cut the can all the way. You cut it almost all the way and then just bend it back, right?
Yeah.
Dump the tuna out, throw the can away. Well, we went to bed that night and we're asleep, and all of a sudden we hear, "Hur, hur, hur, hur." The fuck is that? And I keep listening. I sit up in the bed, and Red is sitting at the foot of the bed with a tuna can stuck on the end of his tongue.
Oh,
Oh no!
And he's
Poor
just looking
puppy.
at me with his tongue hanging out the side of his mouth, tuna can on it, going, ah, 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 ah.
Dad, this hurts. Can you do something about it?
Oh, poor puppy.
I got it off without cutting his tongue somehow. I just knew I was going to end up cutting the end of his tongue off trying to get that thing off, but I didn't.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I was like, yeah, you won't get in the garbage no more after that, will you? Yeah, you will.
Tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. I'll get in the garbage again.
That's a nice thing about a dachshund. They can't get in the garbage can.
Red and Jack both. That's the only thing that I couldn't ever break them of.
Getting in the garbage can.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had no problem teaching them anything else. Could not break them with that, though.
Marley, we've gotten to where we are having to put stuff on spots that itch him all the time.
Is he named
He's
after the book or the movie, Me and Marley?
Andrea named him. We brought him home, and Andrea named him Marley. Thought it was a great name. It fits. It fits. He's not 100% like Marley was in the movie, but it fits.
A similar type of dog?
No, because I believe Marley was a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Marley's a pit bull.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not the same thing.
No, but he is a fantastic dog.
Cool.
We have a Bichon Frise or
Mhm.
Cavachon. That's what they are. And it is funny because Oliver tends to try and be the boss of everybody, and Marley's like, okay.
Good morning, Star.
Yeah, I've had a lot of different kind of dogs in my life, but the two pit bulls I had were by far the smartest dogs.
Oh yeah, very smart, very calm, very awesome dogs.
Do you know why I started singing Good Morning Starshine? Because Oliver sings that.
My daughter used to put tutus and shit on Red.
Oh, that's just not right. You don't do
He'd
that to
come
a
walking down the
dog.
hallway with the tutu and the tiara on his head. I'm like, you went in Jasmine's room again, didn't you? He didn't care.
During the winter, not so much during the summer, but during the winter, and we will again once Remy is over his thing of the two pit bulls get over the thing of tearing each other's shirt off. They both love clothes. It is the greatest thing. They see a shirt that is a dog shirt. They're like, "Can I wear it, please?"
Jack did, but Red didn't really care for it that much.
Both Marley and Remy loves shirts. The only problem is you put them on, they go outside, and 30 seconds later, the shirt is destroyed because they decided that they were going to take them off. Actually, it's not even that they were going to. Well, it's not that they were going to take them off. It's just that's a really good place to grab hold and drag you around the yard with.
Right.
And we're like, no, it's not. But they're like, but it is. It works so well. I heard that little hammer go tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, I'm putting the nails into the hinges for the rudder.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. Have you seen the Geico commercial with him in it? Yeah. It's just like construction work or something. And he's sitting there standing in his parachute pants doing the little dance. And then he goes, hammer time. And out comes this big golden hammer.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I think it's new because I just saw it, I think, over the weekend.
I don't watch a whole lot of TV, though. So.
Well, I think I was watching a baseball game or something. That's why. Yeah, we don't watch very much. I mean, as far as broadcast TV is concerned, we watch the local news and the evening news on CBS, but we tend to stream and binge watch stuff.
Same.
Yep.
I got to get caught up on From.
Over there.
On what?
From. FROM.
I don't know anything about that.
Dude, that's an awesome show.
What
Ken
genre
got me
is
hooked
it?
on that show about a year ago.
Is
It was
science
in
fiction or
season
something?
3. Just started season 4. There's this town. You know, like little tiny little town.
Okay.
And everybody in this town is only in this town because they can't leave.
Okay.
If you decide to leave town, you drive straight down the road out one side of town and you come back in the other side of town.
Like a Twilight Zone type thing.
Kind of, sort of. And everybody that's ended up trapped in this town got there accidentally. Took a wrong turn or something of that nature. Ended up in this town and now they can't leave. And there's
It sounds a
all this
lot
shit.
like a Twilight Zone story.
Yeah, there's all this shit that starts going on and everything. It's amazing show.
I might have to watch that.
It's great, man.
I just saw some previews for Lanterns. It's going to be coming out on HBO Max in August.
Lanterns,
never
as
heard of
in
it.
Green Lanterns?
Yes, it's
That's
part of
what
the
I figured.
the new DCU thing that James Gunn is doing. Hal Jordan is crap, what's the Black Lantern's name? I just went blank on it.
I don't know. I never got into the
Anyways,
lanterns that much.
He's going to be Hal Jordan's apprentice. Anyways, and the guy who was in the Superman movie playing Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, he's going to be in the series apparently also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Man, I thought that guy did a great job as Guy Gardner. I mean, if you knew anything about Justice League and Green Lantern stuff from the DC Comics, Guy Gardner was a real jerk. And he did a great job playing him. All right, I'm almost done with this. It's looking good.
Very cool.
It's going a lot smoother than I expected it to go. How's your work going there, Donnie? Is it going as well as you expected tonight?
Yeah, I got all these drilled down. I'm soldering up LEDs now.
All right.
Kind of the
Is that
same
what
thing
you're
I'm
doing,
doing.
Buck?
I'm soldering LEDs. Well,
Yeah.
soldering the roof.
Okay.
Donnie's working on the spot that I've already finished.
Right. He's working on the not tail lights, but some kind of backlight thing.
Yeah.
Well, they're front
Well,
and back. Two on
front
the
and
front,
back.
two on the back.
But if you look at Donnie's, he's already got his spaghetti in the middle of his.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I did my
Mine's-
roof lights first, where Buck's doing his second.
Yep.
Is there a particular reason one before the other?
Nope.
Buck?
Just
Nope.
the way we did it.
Exactly. Well, Donnie also is putting his on after he puts his roof on. After he put the roof on, I put mine on before I put the roof on.
Gotcha.
The roof
Which was
back-
probably the smarter idea, but
I didn't say that just because I've done 2 or 3 of these before.
hey, I've put lights on a lot of models.
Occasionally, you've done it the right way too. Oh man,
Once or
that was
twice.
wrong. That was
or
wrong.
twice.
I'm sorry, Donnie.
We got anything from anybody?
Nope. Last comment was from Andrea.
Okay.
And to be honest, that happens a lot
That's
on
okay.
on the Wednesday stream.
Yeah, I watched Joe's broadcast from this afternoon a little bit. His live text. The guy from San Antonio. He was doing a brick live brick streaming this afternoon.
Yeah.
A little boring. It's just him sitting there. He doesn't have a producer. Nobody was commenting on anything. He's just sitting there doing his stuff. Like
He wasn't talking.
He wasn't talking.
Who, Joe? He
Yeah.
talks a little. He talks a little bit.
So I don't know what was going on there. He
Well,
needs
a lot
a
of-
That's why.
producer.
That's why I'm so glad that Jody's producing for my stream, because sometimes I'll get to concentrating on what I'm doing and I just
Right.
forget that I'm supposed to be talking to people.
Yeah. Well, he didn't even have on a. Well, see, I wear headphones with a mic. You know, he may have had a microphone available. I don't know.
I have a little microphone that sticks on my shirt
Yep.
because everybody said the one on my headset sounded like I was at the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Mine doesn't sound like that, does it?
No.
No,
Better not. I paid good money for this.
Well, Donnie, the problem was what really made you sound like you were at McDonald's is you kept asking us what our order was.
you want fries with that?
Exactly. That's what the problem was, Donnie. Mike was fine.
Well, now you tell me.
Mm. Mm. I am very close to saying success.
How long have we been on? 2.5 hours. Wow.
Yep.
I still haven't had dinner.
I've been on for an hour.
Yep.
But I had a late lunch, so.
I grabbed some tuna before I came down here.
Yeah.
Well, whenever we order Thai food, I always order enough for 2 or 3 nights. So last night I ate the basil stir fry and some pad thai. Tonight I'm going to do the red curry.
And some Padme.
Pad thai.
That's what he said, Padme.
Yeah, I'm going to be eating me some Padme.
Does Anakin know?
This is before Anakin was around.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
That's why Anakin gets pissed off and turns into Darth Vader. Now we know it's all AK's fault.
It's all my fault. All right, just a little bit of CA right here to keep the pins in place. And this part will be done.
Dun, 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 dun.
Done.
Okay. That's right. I glued that in, didn't I?
Did
You
you?
glued what in?
The wire, so that it would not shift up and down.
I guess I could zoom in a little bit while I'm doing that.
Don't do it, Donnie. We'll see what you're doing.
Huh, it won't zoom. Why won't it zoom? Oh, there we go.
You made it angry.
Oh.
Come on. Okay. Bing bong. Let's see.
Plus, when I was talking about getting the cameras, I can't do an easy zoom on this camera, and I don't think it has that great of a resolution to show things up close. So what kind of cameras do you use, Buck?
Donnie and I both have a Canon ZV-1.
Sony.
That's our
Sony.
Sony. Yes, Sony. Sorry,
Sony
Sony.
ZV-1.
Okay. Zulu,
Yeah, I have
Bravo.
a Sony
Zulu,
ZV-1.
Bravo 1.
Do what?
Zulu, Bravo 1.
No, Victor. Zulu
Yeah.
Victor.
ZV-1.
Oh, Victor. Okay. All right.
Yep.
It's a great camera.
It is very cool. It works really well.
And the crazy thing is you can zoom in like,
Well,
oh, is my battery on the remote dead?
Oh, so you can use a remote to do it. I like that.
yep.
Yeah, but
Well-
I think my battery's dead. Anyway, I'll do it on the camera.
Well, plus, Donnie, I just
Like,
brought mine up.
that's all the way out,
Yeah.
and it'll zoom all the way into
nice.
there.
Nice. Okay.
Well, and if you look at my screen, what's even better, what sold me on it, Zoom is great. Focus is the thing.
Yeah.
Focus is amazing.
Okay, see the focus there?
Yeah.
Watch how long it takes to focus on the table.
That's good.
But what I like
Not
is
bad
you
at
can
all.
hold something small up in front of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now it's going. Oh, it's because I'm zoomed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can hold
If you-
something small like that, and it just finds it instantly and focus.
Nice. Okay. Great.
It was
I will
well
look
worth
into those.
what we paid. And
Yeah.
I cheated.
Why? What do you mean you cheated?
Everybody else bought theirs brand new. I bought mine brand new opened because the one that I bought was an office had bought these things for the pandemic for people to use from home,
Right.
and they never used this one. So
Nice.
I bought. I mean, I think you were the first one, Donnie.
No,
But we
Ian
had-
had the first one.
That's not cheating, Buck. That's finding a good deal.
Oh yeah, I saved about $350 compared to everybody else.
Whoa! How much are these cameras?
700.
Wow. Okay. I don't know if I'll be getting 3 right away.
Well, it's like I've
just
only
have
got
one
one
of those.
I've only got one. Todd has 2, and Howard just said I blame Todd for buying the ZV-1. It's only $700 and some dollars.
My
It is well worth it. Like I said,
is.
the focus. That focus is what sold me. The zoom was nice, but the focus is just so awesome because I was doing a lot of part works at the time. Who am I kidding? I still am. And being able to lift something up to the camera like Donnie did and have it zoom or have it focus that quick is a godsend.
Yeah, I just have the one ZV-1. My other 2 cameras are just little Logitech webcams.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can't afford more than one of those ZV-1s.
Only certain people can.
All right. You can actually see the pins in there a little bit. Make me big, Buck.
Hang on. I'm clipping wires. Where are you? There you are, Texas.
Yeah, you can
Nice.
see the pins in there. That came out pretty damn good.
Oh, that does look good.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I figured out how to avoid leaving Howard in the green room for 45 minutes again.
Oh,
How's
okay.
that?
Like I said, I popped out chat. So I'm sitting in the green room and on stage.
Ah,
Sneaky.
All right.
we have a green room.
We do.
Donnie, you would
If
have had to go in the green room first.
No, Donnie's actually an admin on this chat on the
Oh,
StreamYard.
okay. All right.
That's just backstage, ain't it? Not green room.
Where the bottom is backstage. If you go over to the right, the column of all the comments, banners, and all that,
Uh-huh.
click on people.
Oh.
That is the green room. And because I use the green room is why I have no problem.
But when Howard comes on the stream, he's backstage, ain't he?
After he's been in the green room and let in.
Right. Yeah. I come
Oh.
in the green room also.
Yep. But
Did
see, if
not
I
know
don't,
that.
I'm not an
If I-
admin.
well, the green room is something I discovered recently, and I'm like, that is so cool.
I had no
I
idea.
guess that's a good thing to have if you got more people than you can show.
It's what it
Which
also
is why
lets
it's
you
called the
do.
green room.
Well, we've had like 15 people, backstage.
What it
Like
lets
when
you,
we do the Christmas stream, we had so many people. That,
Yep.
You could only have 10 on screen at a time.
Yep.
Well, we would have 10 people on screen and 5 or 6 people off stage that couldn't get on screen, and we were just swapping out.
What the green room lets you do is, I mean, they even say it in the StreamYard stuff, is the green room lets you go and talk to the people and vet them and make sure that you're not letting somebody you don't want on
Right.
before you let them even backstage.
I think it's a great. I think it's a great thing to have.
I think so
That way you
too.
don't have to. That way, even if it's someone brand new, and they didn't have a chance to get on Discord or anything yet, if they want to try and broadcast, it gives you a chance to vet them out a little
Well,
bit.
due to some past experience that we had, if you're not in the Discord, you don't get on the screen.
Right.
Well, that's the thing, Donnie, is that something like that would not have happened if we'd had a green room too, because as soon as you talk to the guy, that's when he did his thing.
Right. But if he knew he was in the green room, he might not have done that till he actually got on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, time to go refill. Be right back.
Okie doke. Gotta hurry up. I want to get these done before I have to go.
Yep. And see, in my situation, Donnie, doing it the way I'm doing is going to be a lot easier.
Well, evidently not. If poor Howard got stuck backstage for 45 minutes.
Well, if I'd have known he was there. If he didn't sit there for 40 minutes and go, and then not say anything until in Discord until after.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Because he's Howard.
Oh, there is that, but
it ain't going to be pretty, but it's going to be functional.
I would have said something on Discord, and if you didn't answer then, I would have hopped over to the YouTube channel and started typing in the comments. Let me in, please. Hello?
You know, somebody else has done that before too.
Who dat?
Alec.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yep.
You know, even with this OmniFix though, I find it a lot easier just to hold the wire down there.
Yep.
Tap it with the soldering iron and done, than trying to get the clamps lined up.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Guess who's back?
I appreciate last night, Howard, regarding Alec, your support and letting the people know we're done with Alien.
Did Howard say that or did I? I thought I said it.
No. Somebody else was referring to him as Alien. I said no, and you supported me on that.
Yep. Well, it was funny. Did you see the way I greeted him in chat?
Yes. Yeah. I liked it.
He's a good kid. He's a real good kid.
No more alien comments.
Nope.
No more alien comments. And every time I hear someone do it, I will be saying there are no aliens in here.
It was fun while it lasted, but it became one of these things that, I mean, it's very obvious that he is never going to say, he's never going to admit just once, even in fun, I'm an alien.
No, he's not.
Huh?
No, he's not.
Which any of us, all of us know, had he said once, okay, I'll be an alien, there goes all the fun. No, it doesn't happen anymore.
Yep.
And people even said that to him. Dude, just say it once and it's done. You know that.
Well, that means they won. He didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Well, it's a little bit of that, and it's also a little bit, knowing Alec the way I do over the last year and a half, it's attention. You know, which is not a bad thing. Everybody craves some sort of attention.
Anyways, so no, I appreciated that. It was getting old to me that quick, and I've only been here a little while, and I was already getting tired of it.
Well, what was funny was, for the most part, I quit doing it, a while back, but it had a life of its own.
Right. Yeah. All right. Does this matter where I drilled them?
Okay, Howard said, "Shit, then I'm leaving because I'm an alien." And Andrea said,
it's not that we're not saying we don't want aliens here.
Right, that's why we have Life, the Universe, and Everything in Discord.
What did Andrea say?
Andrea said, "It's not cool. I like him. I was happy he won yesterday." I was too. I thought that was really cool. Were you there for that, Donnie?
Yeah, that was the first half.
Yeah. Oh, and Stephen Haynes is saying hi to Lady Bugsy. Who's picking on the dumb farmer? Wait. AK, are you picking on the dumb farmer?
No.
Okay. I'm just
He
checking.
said he was an alien. I said aliens are welcome here.
Yeah.
I don't know how that was picking on the alien.
No, he didn't say picking on the alien. He said picking on the dumb farmer. He's never going to let himself live that down. I have to go back and find that. Actually, I can't.
Find what?
There was one time that Howard said something, and it was just, the timing was perfect. It was just me, Keith, and Howard. The timing was just perfect, and I was, I responded, and it was one of these things. If it said, "No, man, you're really dumb," it was in jest, and all of us laughed. But Howard he doesn't give up on it now.
Mm. Okay, I wonder what I should do here for my portholes. I can go here. Would the portholes be the same wood? I'm trying to decide if I want to drill the holes, then put the portholes in, or do I just want to put the portholes over the wood?
You're talking. You've got the brass ones, right?
Right.
I would just put them right over top the wood, or maybe if you can embed them just a little bit.
No, I'm not going to do that now. I've already got this down to the final sanding. I'm not going to do anything that's going to cause a problem there.
I'm scared. I have lights throughout the entire train.
You're scared.
I'm scared
Why are you scared?
because I got lights working in the entire tram.
What's wrong with that? That's a good thing.
It's scary when that happens.
See, where I'm going is on the actual ship itself. When you open the porthole, is it the same wood that's on the outside of the hull, or is it a completely different kind of wood? And do I want to put something else behind it to make it look as if it's something different?
Well, if it weren't for the brass that you're doing on the portholes, I would say if you've got a light colored ship skin, if the hull is a light color, I would say the porthole would be a dark color. Actually, I'd say regardless of the color of the hull, that the porthole would be dark, would be a dark wood.
Okay. Okay.
Andrea's waving. Hi, wave.
Hello.
I wonder if that means she texted me and I didn't hear it. Nope.
Howard, you just need to get rid of your iPhone.
I don't have an iPhone.
I said Howard.
Oh, Howard. Okay. Yeah.
He's saying he's giving up on trivia. Get yourself a real phone. Get you an Android. Get you a Samsung.
There you go.
I had an iPhone for the original iPhone I had for about 2 months and said, this is no. And that was it.
I never had an iPhone.
I had an iPhone for a little bit, an iPhone 3. I've not had one since then.
Okay, I've got a really thin piece of dark wood. It's not, I mean, it's the same. I just won't sand it. It's the same as I use for the outside planking, but once you sand it, it brings the shade down a lot. But that would, yeah, I think I'll do that. All right, Buck, I'm going to go with your suggestion. I'm going
Howard
to,
says, good.
yeah. No, go ahead.
Howard says, I'll always be a dumb farmer, according to many, many people in the world, because we're just terrible stewards of the land. And, we cause a lot of environmental problems. And so, yeah, they don't. That's the thing, Howard. None of us here are saying that.
I've never heard that from people that I know in my lifetime. No one's ever called farmers dumb. Most people say that's, I don't know. I couldn't do that. That's great work. It's, I couldn't do that kind of work because I'm just not that kind of a person. So
Well,
no.
I couldn't either.
I've said more than once that my people were farmers. My grandparents, they had a very small farm, but they were farmers. I come from farmers.
Well, we all know you're dumb.
Me? Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue these on there, cut around it, and glue it in place. Thanks, Buck. I like the idea.
You're welcome. Ah, okay. Andrea said that she waved to Steven since he said hi.
Oh. No, she's not waving to any of us, just Steven. She likes him.
That's okay. She kisses me. She kisses me, so that's okay.
You don't have to like somebody to kiss them.
Well, there is that. We've been married for well over 30 years. Doesn't mean we like each other.
I find that hard to believe.
Come to Ann Arbor, Michigan, or New York City. But we don't have to.
Come to
Ann Arbor.
Oh, it's supposed to be Ann Arbor.
Yep.
Who's he talking to?
He's talking about the people calling farmers dumb. I speak Howard.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm originally from New York City, Howard. I'm from Brooklyn. I wasn't raised to think of people that way. My parents were born and raised in Brooklyn. They didn't teach me to think that way. I think it's like anything else. People say things about, teenagers these days, blah, 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 or young people these days. It's only the people who cause a scene, or
the people who don't bother to get to know the people that they're talking about. Okay, this is where I find out if the lights are going to work or if I'm going to just throw this thing away. Those are the options. Either the lights work or I throw it away.
there you go.
I turned the lights all on and then I looked at it and I'm like, oh shit, the headlights don't work. That's because they're not hooked up yet.
Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to make them do anything without juice.
Yeah. Last piece of shrink tube. Don't you flicker like that on me. See? See? I'm dumb, and Andrea loves dumb.
That's because makes her feel more morally superior over you.
Exactly.
That was a joke, Andrea.
She knows.
Okay.
There's a reason why he likes Goofy so much. Just saying.
Oh. Oh. That was more mean than what I said.
Yeah. Yeah. You're fired, Donnie. You're fired from friendship.
I never was hired. I just walked in.
Oh, there is that. Left that door open and in walked Donnie. Kind of like the song, you know. And then along came Dawn.
You can't see the light on the camera very well.
You have not been around enough people who don't understand crap about cattle or farming. Like I said, farming is very political. GMO, Monsanto. Howard, we understand, but that's not what this is about. Have your fights with those people, not with the people who don't have that fight with you.
Right?
I feel what AJ's breathing.
Who?
Huh?
Who's AJ?
Or AK, sorry. Andrea calls you AJ quite a bit.
Oh, okay. I don't know why.
Backstreet Boys.
I have no idea what that means.
AJ was one of the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea about that either, so.
Well, you know, when you have at one point 3 women in the house, you give up.
Well, I had 4. I still don't know what the Backstreet Boys are.
Look at that. I have lights.
I know what they are, but I don't know enough about them to know their names.
I don't know what they are. All right, you've succeeded. You're God. You let there be light.
I let there be light, but there's no headlight right now.
No headlight right now.
Not yet.
Why
The
not?
wires, because I didn't hook them up yet. The wires for the headlights are here and here. Donnie's going to say, no, why don't you hook those up now?
Well, hook them up.
I just thought about something.
Come on, Howard.
What, hooking up the headlights?
Hook them up, Howard. They need some help. Hook them up.
Okay, I need to wind my power down because I think I put resistors in there. I think. I don't know.
Mine do not have resistors yet.
Well, that's the thing is I think I did, but I'm proceeding on the assumption that if I put resistors in there, that when I put power to them, they'll blow up because I didn't actually put resistors in there.
I'm not going to put resistors on
Borg
mine.
lights? Are they Borg lights because resistors are futile?
Exactly. Yeah, there's no resistors on there. Here's proof that there's no resistors on there. That's at 2.6 volts.
It means nothing with all the other lights around on the camera.
Well, if you look right here.
Yeah, I can see it goes on and off, but I can't tell the intensity of it.
Well, the fact that it goes on at 2.6 volts means there's no resistor on there.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What is that? 2 candles? Is that the brightness on that?
Oh, no, what?
Alec heard us. He said, also, thanks for all the compliments earlier, guys. Man, he wasn't supposed to hear that.
Dang
He's going to come around more often thinking we like him now.
it.
Howard said probably why he's not married, haven't found a superior woman. Andrea says, wow. Howard says one's gay. Who cares? And Alex says, now Donnie at least pay for their dinner first. I don't get that.
Huh?
Exactly. Also, and then Andrea says, I do actually, I think talking about loving me. Stephen said hi to Alec, and Howard said, time to make like a tree and get out of here. Or leave.
Bye, Howard.
See you, Howard.
See you, Howard.
Wow. That's kind of funny.
What is?
A guy that I know that I did not know, a guy that I worked with 20 some years ago in the Air Force, knows another guy that I know just through Facebook, but he was also, because he thought I was a chief that he used to know, that's how we met. But Bob knows Tony, and I didn't know Bob knew Tony. It's a small world.
It is.
It's a very small world.
Disney has a whole ride saying that.
It does. They do. And I still remember, oh man, I knocked another one of these stupid things off.
Well, don't do that.
I got sappy riding that with my wife. She was all excited about doing that when we went to Disney World. And I got teary-eyed because she got to ride the ride she always wanted to ride as a kid.
When we went to Disneyland the first time, when I was a kid, like 7, I think, maybe, my parents bought the LP with the book for Small Ride or Small World.
It's a small world after all.
And when I went again, the last time we were at Disneyland, which was like 45 years later, maybe 50, the same animatronics, they just looked, they were refreshed, but they were old.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I know, but
It is a neat ride. I still like that ride.
well, you know, part of the reason I was all teary-eyed about it and everything was I had already been in the wheelchair for a little over a year. I had an incomplete spinal cord injury when we lived in Tennessee, and at some point, Hilton had offered us a couple of days at their resort in Orlando, just try to sell us their resort package.
Yep.
I said, Jane, let's go and we'll go to Disney World.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and so it was it was a hard year, with dealing with everything that I had been going through, and it was just great to just take her to Disney World and go 3 days, 3 different days, 3 different parks, and
yeah,
so that's the kind of reason why it was very emotional for me.
Disney's always a fun place no matter what, because you get to be a kid again.
Yeah, we even did the breakfast with all the, pay your $75 at breakfast and you get to get your pictures done with all the different characters and stuff like that, and
These
something
days,
more than just ham and eggs. It was a good breakfast.
yeah. Well, I was going to say $75 for the two of you, or was it each?
It was 75 each.
Well, still, these days, that almost might be worthwhile, really worthwhile, because it might cost you more than that at Denny's.
Yeah. But the nice thing is it's not that they took the pictures of you with the characters. They would just come around to the tables, and you could take as many selfies as you wanted.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
It was.
I just thought of something.
All right, I'm going to experiment with this, Buck, and see how this goes. I'm not worried about the super glue being on the CA being on the wood, because it's just going to make it even darker.
Yeah.
You may have just given me a great idea for future ship work.
Cool.
And that's what this is all about, right?
Exactly.
Coming up with ideas and sharing ideas.
Yep. Sharing ideas and models. Having a good time. Like last night when we were doing the stream and Ken was saying the rules, and I said, "You forgot the most important one." He's like, "What?" I said, "Have fun." That is the most important thing about those trivia contests.
No, it ain't. It's winning.
See how you are, Donnie? No wonder you never win.
So is Alec still with us?
I don't know.
He hasn't said very much.
I think he's probably he was probably for that moment that he popped on a break.
Okay.
He does that a lot.
That's cool that he does work there. Is it his grandmother that's there?
Yes. I think that's
cool.
really cool. When he first got the job there, I was like, that is really awesome. And Andrea agrees. Disney is great.
My wife, she's a physical therapist assistant, and all her work is at assisted living homes. That was one of the reasons she didn't even get into it until she went back to school at 52 to do that, and her goal was to work at a place like that.
Alec said he's lurking, and still at work, but hopefully wrapping up soon.
You're lurking at work, lurking at working, working at lurking,
Working at Burger King? What?
working at lurking.
This should
I wish I
work.
could share my music with you guys.
Well, you could, but YouTube might get mad.
Yeah, YouTube would get mad. I guarantee the artists I listen to, they wouldn't be mad. They're sharing their music.
Speaking of which, I did
Stuff
another
I listen to is so positive, so good.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, you guys heard it for the first time last night, and so did Andrea. She was like the Bricks with Buck song. She was like, "That is amazing."
Oh yeah, I meant to say something about that. I'm sorry, Buck.
That's okay.
Do you like Cherry Poppin' Daddies? Because that sounded like you were doing.
I don't.
Do you know who Cherry Poppin' Daddies is?
I do not know who they are. It was funny because what I told it to do was, what was it? Rock, jazz, and big band.
Yeah, they their big song was from the mid '90s called "Zoot Suit Riot."
Have not,
But
honestly,
it's that big brassy, jazzy rock type thing. Just the whole. Look up the song "Zoot Suit ZOOT Zoot Suit Riot" and listen to it, and you'll see why I thought you should make it like that.
let's see.
I loved it. I mean, that's the kind of music we played in stage band in high school.
There's my 4 lights.
Oh, do we have the drop? Buck, do we have the drop?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean the, hang on. Hang on, let me find it. I've got so many
drop?
things going on. What he means by drop is he means the sound effect. Ah, there it is. This one.
Yes, there are 4 lights. But I got those done.
Great.
And I'm fixing to have to get out of here because I gotta.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing because I got to get up tomorrow because for a doctor's appointment.
I got a doctor appointment tomorrow too. Going to see my heart doctor tomorrow.
I got a work appointment tomorrow.
Donnie.
Donnie,
Why
slacker.
spoil the? No, he's spoiling the mood.
He's such a slacker.
So,
All right, Donnie, what'd you do?
yeah. Hang on. We got that other one too.
I just showed you what I did. I built 4 lights.
Donnie.
What'd you do?
What'd you do? What I just showed you is what I got done tonight. I got
Okay.
those 4 lights drilled out and soldered up, and I put the clear resin in there.
Nice. Are you going to put red over it too?
I might.
What?
I think it needs a
Once-
little something.
Once I got mine resined in there, I sanded the resin, and after that is when I painted the clear red on it.
Sanded it to diffuse it a little bit.
Yep.
I might do that because it needs a little diffusion.
It doesn't look right with just a solid clear resin in there.
It needs to be toned down a bit.
Yep. So, AK.
What'd you do?
Okay. All right. Well, I got the rotor all done, all in place.
That looks cool.
And Donnie, you didn't see this because you weren't there at the beginning. I've got my vents.
Oh, nice.
Cabins all done. Each one of these took 2 hours apiece.
Wow.
And then I also got my entryways into the poop deck cabin done with the doors. I'll just show it this way. With the little handle and hinges on it.
Nice.
So
I like how the doors stick up further than the roof does.
what do you mean?
The
It's an
doors stick
entryway.
up higher than the roof of the cabin.
Yeah, that's
I like
because the cabin itself, a person would
It's
be
sunk down
taller,
in there.
and so they gotta go down into a little entryway type thing. Yeah. So, and I'm about ready to got my portholes just waiting for them to dry up, and I'll cut around them and put them in place on the side of the ship here. So that's it for tonight.
That's looking good.
Thank you. All right, Buck.
Okay.
Oh,
And
nice.
That's what I did. Was I got all of those and those. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
the wires touched on the outside. Holy
It sounds, that's like when I'm showing something with my programming.
Something just went flooey. I just lost half the lights. Actually, that's weird because all I did is disconnect and reconnect. But I got the front and
I bet
back.
one of the wires is loose there where you got it clamped on.
Yeah.
No, it's up here on the roof.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But as long as I don't touch it anymore, it should be fine. Because it was when I picked it up that it went.
So do these lights come with the kit, or do you have to
Nope.
get them separate?
No, these we got separate.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot what I put. I think 1206 is what I put in the roof.
I
And I
don't
put
remember.
50/50s in the headlights.
I think I put 0408s.
Did you?
Yep.
I think I put 1206s in the roof, and I put 1206s in the little red lights.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
Yeah,
just different size of SMDs.
Oh, okay. Okay. I haven't done any of that in a little while, so I didn't recognize what you were talking about.
Yeah. And then as you can see, I have these hooked up at the bottom. So the top is completely done. I'll go through and make sure everything is going to be good. And my next trick is to hook up the front and the rear, the headlights. And I'm not going to, let me go ahead and turn this off. I'm not going to put resin in here. I have lenses just like the ones that are inside here to go on there that I'm going to frost and then put in there.
We don't want the headlight frosted.
I do too. Slightly, just a little bit.
No, I'm going to leave the headlight clear. To look like a headlight.
Yeah, that is what I got done.
That's looking good.
Thank you. So let's go back.
Nice light.
Let's go back to chat. Okay, so Andrea said Disney's great. Alex said he's okay, lurking at work still. Howard did eyeballs at me, and then apparently I'm not wanted. Oh, never mind. Steven said, night, everyone. Howard said, I got home, sat in the green room for another 5 minutes, sent Buck a message, but I guess, Howard, I missed the message. That's the thing is I did have the green room up most of the night. When we were all closing up or getting ready to close up was when I dropped out of the green room. It says he twiddled his thumbs for an hour, and Alex says, I'm missing Woody tonight. So that is all for tonight, folks. Thank you for stopping by. I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I think we had a good time. It was a little bit not subdued, but a little bit less of us here tonight. I think we've think we've lost one person permanently, from what I've heard. Donnie has to come late. Keith was not feeling well, so there was just two of us for the first hour and a half. But we do what we can.
And then I showed up and it got good.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble.
You'll get used to it when you hang around me and Buck long enough, AK.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so that's all for tonight. Thank you for coming. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of any time we post new content. AK, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Don't take any wooden nickels. I don't know.
I do that you'll get used to that too. I do that on every stream. If somebody else is there, I put them on the spot.
No, I know. I didn't prep anything for tonight. I figure saying don't take any wooden nickels is the right thing to say for Woody Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, the first time I did that to Ken, he was like, he kind of hesitated for a second, and then he said, rutabagas. Donnie,
Lemon curry.
Anything you want to say before we get out of here, Donnie?
Just thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it. And don't forget, lights are right.
And that they are. That's what it is, Donnie. You drove Don away.
I'm sorry. Me too, Ollie. I'm sorry.
Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a great evening. And we will see you in the next video, stream, or what have you. Good night, everybody. Wave.